So, the OnePlus 8T and the Mi 10T series. Today, we are going to compare these two phones and see which one dominates the other. So, let's start the video. So, here is the OnePlus 8T and the Mi 10T Pro, both of which are super value for money in the Indian market. But we will see which one is going to win today. Let's start with comparing the internals. Starting with the OnePlus 8T. It comes with Qualcomm Snapdragon 865 processor paired with LPDDR4 RAM and UFS 3.0 storage. So these are one of the best specifications of OnePlus 8T. Now starting with the Mi 10T Pro. So the internals comes with the same Snapdragon 865 processor, but here it is paired with LPDDR5 RAM, which is quite faster and a power efficient RAM. And also it is paired with an UFS 3.1 storage, which is quite faster than the 3.0 storage. So talking about the internals, the lead has been taken by the Mi 10T series. But if you ask me practically whether we can see the difference in the internals, no, you won't be able to make out the difference of the internals unless you're going to use the raw performance. So basically, the OnePlus Oxygen OS is almost stock Android, which is a lightweight Android. Even if you have those internals and use the phone having the Oxygen OS makes it work faster and efficiently. Let it be the app opening time, RAM management, all works perfect. But on the other hand, talking about the MIUI in the Mi 10T series, it is a quite heavy OS, in the sense it still needs to be customized and given updates to match the stock Android performance, which may lag if compared to the Oxygen OS. Lag doesn't really mean lag. This lag cannot be seen by the eyes. But the Mi has improved the RAM and storage that balances that drawback and makes it more. Now we are going to discuss about the display. So the display has made quite a difference in the two phones. For few people, this factor matters a lot. So the OnePlus 8T comes with a 1080p AMOLED display with 120Hz refresh rate, so that it's quite a killer specification that comes with a DCI-P3 color gamut. If you ask me what is this DCI-P3, basically it enhances the color displayed on the screen, which is better than the LCD display. If you keep an AMOLED display and an LCD display, the AMOLED display gives the punch to the screen while viewing, and the black color looks like black color on the AMOLED display, whereas looks like dark blue on the LCD. So the DCI-P3 helps us to cover these colors with perfection. Now we are going to talk about the Mi 10T series display, that is the Mi 10T and the Mi 10T Pro. The display comes with a 1080p but IPS LCD panel with 144Hz refresh rate. But it is not a stable refresh rate but a variable refresh rate. That means it changes the refresh rate according to the usage. I have spoken about this on the unboxing of the Mi 10T Pro. Please check out that video to know more. On the other hand, the OnePlus comes with a setting to keep variable refresh rate or constant refresh rate at 120Hz. So, the 144Hz on the Mi 10T series gives us those extra frames per second. This display also comes with the DCI-P3 color gamut, which almost shows the same color like the AMOLED display. So, if you keep both displays next to each other, you can't make out the difference. So, when we compare the AMOLED screen, it feels a little snappy to touch and gives a faster response rate. But even in the Mi 10T series, they have given us the 7 millisecond response rate, so that should not be a problem. But yes, the black in the AMOLED display is true black, whereas the LCD, it looks like dark blue. And that's the only difference between the displays. But that's your choice. If you like the AMOLED, then you can go with it. But I won't choose it as a winner. I feel the more sensible option is the Mi 10T series. The only reason they degraded the display is that they have kept the high grade cameras. So if you ask me which phone I would choose the Mi 10T Pro with 144Hz refresh rate and LCD panel. But that's my personal preference. Now talking about the cameras, we will compare the 10T Pro and the OnePlus 8T first. So in the OnePlus, we get the 48MP Sony IMX586 sensor with f1.7 lens and optical image stabilization. So the video capability is up to 4K 60 FPS. It's going to take it super smooth. Next, it has been paired with a 16MP ultra wide lens and 5MP macro and a 2MP depth sensor. Now we are going to talk about the Mi10T Pro camera. It comes with a 108MP Samsung HMX sensor which has the optical image stabilization and f1.6 lens so that it can take videos up to 8K 30fps smoothly. So this sensor is also used in Samsung's latest flagship variants which has been given to us at a price of 40,000. I personally feel that the photos are better with the Mi camera as the 108MP sensor is quite big so that the details in the picture comes out really good. Now talking about the Mi10T, it comes with a 64MP Sony IMX682. So even this has a better camera sensor than the OnePlus 8T. But it doesn't have the optical image stabilization, but it can still take videos up to 8K 30fps. But it will be quite shaky as it lacks the optimal image stabilization. But if you are using it just for photography purpose, then it will have better details than the OnePlus 8T. So the other sensors in the Mi10T series are the same. That is, it comes with a 13MP ultra wide, a 5MP macro. So clearly, here I feel the winner is the Mi10T Pro but not the Mi10T as it lacks the optical image stabilization. Now talking about the selfie, the OnePlus comes with a 16MP Sony IMX471 sensor which gives us quite the details we need in a selfie. Whereas if we see the Mi, it comes with a 20MP Samsung sensor which also gives us the details required in a selfie. So if we compare both, they have the same performance. Now talking about the battery, the OnePlus comes with a 4500 mAh battery which is a dual cell battery. That is, it has two 2250 mAh battery inside the phone, whereas the Mi10T and the 10T Pro comes with the 5000 mAh battery. But OnePlus is the winner here as it comes with a terrifically fast 65 watt rapid charge. You may fear that it can damage the phone, but here's the part why it has the dual battery. Each battery charges with a 33.5 watt charging, so it is charging within the limits. But the Mi10T series comes with a 33 watt fast charging, which is still a super fast charger if you ask me. So charging wise, the OnePlus has clearly scored the victory and I would give it a +1. And the Mi, though having a 33 watt fast charging, is still a really good fast charger. Now talking about the price, the OnePlus 8T, that is the base variant 8GB 128GB, comes at 43k, whereas the Mi10T Pro starts at 40k. So for paying 3000 less, you are losing the 65 watt charging and an AMOLED display. But still, we have the 33 watt fast charging and a larger battery with a higher refresh rate. So finally, what would I recommend? So if you are more into display and display quality and ready to spend 3000 extra, then you can go with the OnePlus 8T. But if your budget is limited to 40,000, then you can go for the Mi10T Pro, which gives better refresh rate and camera quality and video quality. If your budget is limited to 35,000 and want a powerful processor and only care about photography, not about video or any other videography, then you can go with the Mi10T. Now finally, the main doubt, which is better? Well, I would say the Mi10T Pro is the winner. I personally feel that the Mi10T Pro is the actual winner, as if we look practically, just the screen and the charging really doesn't make the phone an actual winner. So if you like this video, please subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon for the latest technology tips, unboxing and review. We will see you in the next one.